So we're gonna kick this video series off again. Oh.
Which recently is the controller's hurt. Okay, move it. I know this.
Alright, what's up everybody? So we're starting this vlogging thing again. So I did the whole what did you do today? I think I might just have this called like what did you do this week or something. I don't know. I think I finally got that push to actually like try this again and stick with it. Cause man, when I tell you the last 4 to 5 days, or let's just say week, has been crazy. And I just wanted to get that out there, man. Like, have you ever just like felt creatively like you were kind of stuck? Like, I'm at this point where like I know my stuff is good, like whether it's my photos or my videos, like as far as the quality of work, I'm there, but I feel like I've hit like this invisible wall that I'm not able to push past as far as whether getting clients or getting booked, to be able to further do those things that I know I want to do, like the lookbooks that I've talked about. Definitely getting back into like the vlogging to like kind of craft and hone, to hone my craft of like video editing. As far as like quality, crispness, creativity, you know, throwing little bits and pieces in there. And I just feel stuck. Like, whether it's, you know, we all do stuff to just put a little money in our pocket, whether it's like trying to put out specials, like, oh, it's graduation season, like, yo, let's do some graduation shoots. Bam, throw the story out there. A couple people reposted for me. Quiet out here. And I know it's all about marketing. You got to wait your time. Like I tell people who I know are just starting in any kind of business, it's all about timing. You got to put in the work to get there. So I'm putting in the work and I know I'm gonna get there. But I think a thing we don't talk about is that process where you just feel like you're not moving and how to navigate through that. So I know one of the things that I'm doing is kind of like just staying positive and continuing to do the aspect of shoot on your own what you want people to pay you to shoot later. So, you know, doing different lifestyle shoots and getting creative with like friends and family that I know. And I got a couple things, we got some things bubbling that we're working on, but I know I got to put in that work on the ground level to ultimately be able to be paid for those things. So I don't have a problem with that. Another thing is just having a good support system. You know, my wife, my brother, my oldest daughter, you know, and my youngest too, shout out to her. She always supports daddy, but you know, as far as like really feeling it and knowing and being able to, you know, talk about it, you know, they're always, you know, bigging me up on what I do, shoot and take photos of and put out there, and just letting me know to keep grinding. Like again, me and my brother with his podcast, we got some things that we're working on. And again, I think that goes into that aspect of trying to create the content that you want to do. Like, I've told him, like, I don't want to record podcasts forever. You know, I would love to do like a mini documentary and stuff like that. But I know the quality and the heart that I put into a podcast video ultimately may grab the attention of somebody who wants to do a documentary or somebody who wants to do a video series, because they'll appreciate the coloring or the I guess I say the resolution when that's just the camera. But you know, everybody has a look or a technique that you can look at somebody's thing and say, you know, I know who shot that. You know, you can watch a particular show or a movie and have an idea of who the cinematographer was or even the director of photography. I know that gets really nerdy about that stuff, but that's how I am now. Like, when I can't just watch a movie, I can't just watch TV, because like I'm looking at like, damn, I wonder how they got that color like that, or look at them lens flares. Like, it's just different things you catch when it's something you really care about. I think I went off on a tangent, but yeah, it's just about being able to navigate and move through that, like that stale point, that point where you feel like, dang, like nobody's paying me any attention, and that's when you have to realize, like, what are you doing it for? Like, am I shooting these photos for me because I love to shoot them and it's an art that I really care about, and I want, you know, the person, whether it's someone who paid me or if I hit somebody up like, yo, let's shoot with me, like, I don't want them to feel like they waste their time. So am I doing it for that, or am I doing it because I want, you know, 50 likes on Instagram or 100 likes on Instagram, or, you know, even with like a YouTube video, yeah, I want to get subscribers, I want to grow, but why would somebody hit that subscribe button or that thumbs up if they feel like I'm just doing the content just cause? So that's a big part of my journey, at least, as well. And it's also just having the output. Like I said, it's been a rough week. I got some stuff going on, like professionally on my day-to-day career, where I'm in the middle of transitioning, and I got some news from the old place that kind of put me in a weird place for these next couple of days until I start my new job, which I'm so hyped for. Again, I don't really talk about that here, but I'm really hyped for that. Especially until I can make this, you know, how I provide and feed, you know, for the family. There's a little blowing out there. And then also in the middle of that, you know, I'm on my computer going through some photos from a thing I just did a couple weeks ago, which while on that job, I got some really dope, I don't want to call them aerial shots because I wasn't in the air, but I was at, you know, a top floor of a building, but I got some really good city shots of Augusta. You know, I put some of those right here. I thought they were really dope. But I was working on some of her stuff, and my MacBook Pro slides off the bed, lands on a carpeted floor, barely. I pick it up, going about my business. I come back to finish working on my photo, and my LCD is cracked. Not the screen, but the LCD behind it. So it's like, okay, here's my main machine gone now. So again, another one of those moments where you feel frustrated and you feel stuck, but you got to just keep moving. And I know that's something that I'm working on. I hope everybody out there is working on just staying positive and figuring out, like my wife told me, there's a way. We'll figure this out. So took it down to the Apple store. I don't have Apple Care on my MacBook. I have it on all my other devices, so there's a lesson learned as well. So obviously fixing that screen is literally half the price of the MacBook Pro. And we'll get it done, just not something we're doing right now. So you know what? We're gonna dock it to the monitors. I got like 2 extra monitors at the house. Dock it to the monitor, pull out the Apple keyboard and my mouse, and we're gonna edit this way. So it's not as portable as the laptop, obviously, but like my wife said, there's a way. Don't dwell on it. Don't let it get you frustrated. Just keep moving. So that's what we're doing, man. I got a couple things that I want to do, a couple shoots that I want to work on. Got a really dope spring idea when I guess Georgia feels like it wants to be spring. I swear to God, it was 80 degrees like a week ago. Here I am in a hoodie. It's literally like 40 out here right now. But I got some stuff working on a really dope idea for a spring shoot. I got another homegirl that we're gonna do some work with. I'm gonna reach out to my guy. I really want to do something with his 2 sons. Cause again, my goal, what I want to do is I want to shoot lookbooks, and of course a loud truck goes by. I want to shoot lookbooks. I want to do like fashion photography. So I'm grabbing those people in my life who like are quote unquote fashionable. Like they dress dope, they got that personality, and just capturing it on film. And hopefully one day a business, big or small, will see it and be like, hey, yo, we want to use you to, spread the word on this new line that we have. So yeah, all I just want to say, man, the reason that I wanted to get in front of this camera was to just talk about those moments that I feel like as creatives we don't address. Everybody kind of talks about the struggle, like, oh man, when I first got my camera, started doing it, and then obviously, they go through that to get to the point where they are. But it's that middle phase that I personally feel like I'm stuck in right now, where like you've got the technique down in a non-cocky way. You're good. People tell you your stuff is good, but you just feel like you're at this hump where you got to kind of get out there a little more. I can't speak for every city, but I know here where I am, it's about who you know. A lot of people have cameras. A lot of people take pictures in my city. I'm not so well known where like my name doesn't come up automatically with everybody, but to my supporters out there, when I tell you I got friends on Facebook that anytime somebody says, oh, I'm looking for a photographer, I'm looking for a videographer, they throw my name in there. And other names get thrown in there, and again, I'm not as well known as those, but I'm also willing to work and get to that point where my name, is automatically recognized when it comes to stuff like that. And I know the best thing to get to that point is to put in the work, to show the work. I have no problem when people when I do follow up with those people, like, hey, such and such told me you were looking, like, yeah, well, here's my site, here's some photos I did, or I have some of my videos, I have like a private YouTube link, depending on what it is. You don't put everything out there for certain people's privacy. But here's a sample of something I did, or here are some of the vlogs or things like this that I've done, so they can see what they're purchasing ultimately when they want me to do a video or a photo shoot. But yeah, man, just stay at it. I'm gonna stay at this. I've said that like twice before, but I know I'm gonna do it now. Yeah, and come along with me for the rest of the day. Like I said, with this whole thing I got to do with my laptop now, my MacBook, and connect to the monitor, we got to swing over to Best Buy. We got to get a dock, and USB to HDMI, but then I got to get a dongle because until most recently Apple only had the 2 USB-C ports on there. One's got to be for the power, but then I also got to use my external hard drive and now the monitor. So we can go to Best Buy. We're gonna get we're gonna get a new dock. And we're just gonna get ready. We're not gonna let it stop us. That's pretty much my strive right now for 2022. Not to get cliche, is to just keep moving. Nothing's gonna stop me. My cousin told me about a quote that she saw, I believe from like a Lauren London interview that she had going on, and I'm definitely gonna steal it from the both of them. But like for 2022, we're gonna be like that. I think it was like a river or a lake, and you're just gonna keep moving. You're not gonna let nothing stop you. When that water's flowing and a rock or a tree pops up or gets in the way, it doesn't stop. It just goes around it. And so that's pretty much my goal and my focus for this year. Whether it's for the business, whether it's for myself as a dad, whether it's for myself just as me. I can't lose myself in all this as well. But yeah, so come on, we're gonna keep on moving. Come on with the rest of the day. So the goal before we went to Best Buy was to get some shots of people doing stuff in the city, kind of walking around. Bro, when I tell you it's empty down here, ain't nobody down here. So proof that if you just make a right turn and there might be something going on. I just was coming down the street to head to the highway to get to Best Buy, and we see this. So let's go down there and see what's going on. That was a dope little surprise. On the Riverwalk out here, they have a marina market apparently that they do on Sundays. I know we do a Saturday market because I've sold some prints out there before. It's a little too cold for that right now. But yeah, that's dope. It's a little marina market. You can tell it's just starting. It's maybe about 10 vendors out there. As you saw, I didn't want to like get all up in everybody's faces. But yeah, dope idea. The guy out there, he did some pretty nice projects, some pretty nice shots of the city too. I probably should have gave him a card. We could have talked, but I didn't think about it at the time. But we talked about the Moment variable ND. So all right, so shout out to Moment. Hey, out here doing some advertising for you. But yeah, so I guess now let's really go to Best Buy. All right. All right, take two. Hopefully no loud trucks go by this time. So bet we got the dongle. I ended up going with the Belkin USB-C to HDMI plus charge adapter. So this will allow me to do the edit by connecting to the monitor, but still be able to charge it. So again, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing these more often. We're gonna have more content coming. That's the only way I can get better at them. The only way I can actually look to gain traction and a following is to stay consistent. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Until next time, peace.